Thank you all for what you do for our communities, moving them in the right direction. Next, I will introduce our guest speaker.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Mr. Jamaal Mitchell.
Can y'all hear me? All right, so, all right. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I am so happy and grateful to be here and speak to all of you. When I look at you, it reminds me of when I was young. And one of the most challenging things you are going to have to learn about life is don't follow the crowd. There are so many young brothers and young sisters in jail because they didn't have the courage to say no. They didn't have the courage of jumping out of the line. So I want you to take some notes and write this down as I speak to you, because this literally can save your life. Jump out of line. Don't follow the crowd. There are so many young brothers or young sisters that went into a store and somebody decided to shoplift and they get arrested because they were with them. There's so many young brothers and sisters that got into a car and the car got pulled over by the cops and they searched the car and find drugs. You know, my mentor, Les Brown, was in a car when a couple of guys who were up to no good started making trouble around the, I'm sorry y'all, that's the wrong car. I was watching Fresh Prince on the way. My mentor, Les Brown, got into a car when a couple of guys started smoking weed and drinking liquor. And he said, "Can you pull over for just a second?" He said, "Oh, he probably got to pee, huh?" And he said, "Just pull over for just a second." And they let him out. And he and his friend walked 5 miles to get home because he said they were not going to be in that car because if they got pulled over, the driver was drunk and they were drinking liquor and they would have took him all to jail and he would have gotten a criminal record. Jump out of line. Don't follow people that don't have your values. And the second thing is, act on your ideas. What do you want to do? Start thinking about that now. Don't just wait to go to college. By the time you're in college, 3 years, everything that you've learned is obsolete. So you want to begin figuring out what it is that you want to do now. Is it in music? Is it in science? If it's in medicine, volunteer to work at a firm and ask them to let you intern so you can find out, is this a good fit for you? And if you find out that it is, then master that. Don't just wait. You want to start working on yourself now so you can develop a competitive advantage over those who don't know anything and just want to show up when they get on the job to learn the info. No. Don't do that. Start mastering everything that you can now. And attack this thing called life. Don't just sit back and wait for it to come to you. You got to go after what you want. You're 40% of our population, but you're 100% of our future. And the other thing is, you've got to have some ambition. You've got to dress like a prospect and not a suspect. You've got to have the mindset that you can do what it is that you want to do now. And the last thing is learn. Learn all that you can. Learn. The people that are going to be successful are the people that are staying fresh. The people that are going to be the successful know that you have to unlearn what you now know, and relearn because we live in an ever-changing world. This is where we are now. No one is coming to save us, so you can't stop. This is East St. Louis, and we all we got.